flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Reed. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
40-yard line.
yard, and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
He would call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He
was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think it's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar and a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The stop by Shaquem Griffin.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lie. I said, what's the bad news?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert just beat the play clock. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chargers 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Las Vegas.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Raiders.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Kenneth Murray in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now Jones. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Here's Jacobs. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Herbert, nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
The 6-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
For the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Herbert on first down now. He's got him on the slam. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now this is the third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
42, Chargers 29.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 34 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time.
And they'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Herbert, who's third interception. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus Jordan with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Jacobs, the Raider ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, fighting him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackled by Melvin Ingram. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
On for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And the Raiders pick it up. And some room to work. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble. but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 14. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The keeper to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Chargers, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Gain on the play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick is...
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that kid.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
4-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
46-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now Eckler. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him...
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 94 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a 5th-year running back is Jalen Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown on...
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end.